Look how off I am. I've got pyramid music playing. We're playing the match game.
First thing I noticed.
That's last week's game.
Yeah, I was mentally preparing for something different.
I'm totally off. I have to tell Red Rachel and BB Shea. I'm off energy drinks and Diet Coke, and I'm slumped. I apologize to both of you.
Good for you, I guess, but it's just a matter of time before it comes back.
Right.
Yeah.
I know. And then we're sitting here. See, I'm also on edge because BB Shea came in and said he went to a funeral this weekend, and he wore shorts to the funeral. And some people gave him grief about that. Said, you don't wear shorts to a funeral. And you were all indignant and everything. And
I didn't get that memo. I didn't know that was a thing.
There's no memo. This is a service for the departed.
But still, does that mean that I'm disrespectful because I wear shorts? Is that a?
I think you're disrespectful to the event. I mean, that's a more formal. That's kind of a more. You're bereaved.
I get. Doesn't make
he's
me
bereaved
a sap,
on a
though.
budget. He's bereaved on a budget.
Maybe that could be your new line. Get your ticket out of this
Bereaved
joint.
on a budget.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know my clothes decided what sad.
Exactly, dude.
Did you go to church growing up?
Yeah, I did.
What did you wear to church?
Shorts, depending on the time of year.
Okay.
I hate that. I see that. I go to church.
That was never a thing at our church.
No.
Hold
It was
on.
always pants.
We were supposed
Oh, yeah.
to pause after he said I go to
I'm
church.
so sorry, my bad.
You should wear pants to church, and you should wear pants to a funeral. You should know that.
I used to agree with this, but you're also not supposed to wear pajamas at Walmart, but people do that anyway. So
But
let's
you
just
look at
embrace
it.
it.
But Walmart is Walmart. You know, this is we are to say goodbye to a.
If you
a
can't
friend
beat
or
them, if
family
you
member.
can't beat them, join them. Everybody's doing this stuff now.
I don't like that. I don't like that. If I'd seen that, I would have been. Well, I wouldn't have said anything to you, but I would have judged you. You know how I do. I'd have said something later. Like, did you see that
In the handshake
Yeah.
line?
Yeah, in the handshake line, I'd be like, you see hot dog guy over there?
Hey, what do I know that guy from? Yeah. I've seen him stuff his face with hot dogs. No, will make sense on why he's wearing shorts.
I do wear pants when I review hot dogs, though.
I know.
I only wear pants when I review
What a
hot
great
dogs.
point.
Very
Yeah.
formal event.
That's right.
This is a round-headed guy with the shorts on over there.
Hey, hot dog guy. Put on some
Put on
pants.
some pants. You're sitting here at a funeral, for goodness sake. So next time, what will you do?
Probably wear shorts.
Even after you were told.
Even after, like Rachel said, I'm trying to break down the walls.
But that's not a wall you want to break down. Why would you break down that wall?
I don't know.
You should not break down that
I'm
wall.
trying
You
to be
should
comfy.
comfort, but you should spend an hour out of your comfort zone. It's a funeral. Chris Demm's right. You're bereaved. This is an area where you have to.
I'm
wear.
not going to start listening to Chris Demm now. Never will.
Well, then don't ask for my advice.
I said I feel like you would give me grief over it if I showed up to a funeral with shorts.
I think that's accurate.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree.
Just a side note, speaking from experience here, I would listen to Chris Demm on tips. Yeah.
Right.
I had your attitude 16 years ago.
Look at him now.
Exactly.
Check the dry erase board. It's got a 1 on it.
I'd like to remind you, BB Shea, I often have to wake you.
That's right. If he had listened to Chris Demm,
that's
your
true.
phone wouldn't be ringing at 3 o'clock in the morning. That's right. Let's play the Big Money Celebrity Match game here. You can try to match Chris Demm, Biggie, Red Rachel, and... Are you wearing shorts today?
I am wearing shorts.
BB Shea here. Well, that's okay. That's okay. Scotty, hello. How are you?
Hey, doing well, guys. Hope you are.
Doing very well, thank you. So you can have A, B, C, or D. We'll give you a match game puzzle. You try to fill it in. We'll leave one word out of it, leave it blank, and match as many as you can. 4 is a perfect score today. Scotty, which would you like?
B-boy.
B for boy. Here we go. All right, everybody listen closely and write down the answer you think will best, or you will say the answer you think will match these folks. Larry said, I just met the plainest girl in the world. She's so plain, she doesn't even have a blank. Think about that and write down your answers, everybody, and then you, Scotty, will try to match them. Larry said, I just met the plainest girl in the world. She's so plain, she doesn't even have a blank. It's a pretty tough one to start there.
It doesn't. My marker doesn't work. Just so you guys are gonna have to take my word for it.
Oh, no.
Is there another one in the bag?
I don't
We have
think
to get
so.
that. Hold on, I'll get you another marker. We have no more markers? Oh, no. All right, we'll take your word
You can see
for
the
it.
silhouette of what I tried to write.
Okay, that's what it'll have to be. Larry said, I just met the plainest girl in the world. She's so plain, she doesn't even have a blank. You're in. Biggie, you're in. Did BB Shea give you his marker?
Yeah, he did now.
Oh.
It was his idea.
What a gentleman.
I happen to have an extra one in my shorts.
Yes.
Y'all can share.
Why don't y'all share a marker? Yeah, I think you can share. All right, so now you're in.
I'm in.
Okay, we'll go back over to you, Scotty. Larry said, I just met the plainest girl in the world. She's so plain, she doesn't even have a blank. What do you say?
The only thing that comes to mind is face.
She doesn't even have a face. All right, Biggie.
Said name.
Name. Pretty good. Kristen.
I thought name, but I wrote face.
Wow. Great one. Okay, that's one for you, Scotty. I thought this was a pretty hard match game puzzle. Red Rachel.
I wrote face.
She's so plain, she doesn't even have a face. Shorts. What do you say?
Shorts.
I did not listen to Chris Demm again. I put name.
Name. I guess it was one or the other, wasn't it? I had a hard time coming up with anything on that. Well played by all of y'all. 2 is the score, and Kyle will go next. That means he has to have a 2 to stay in the game, or 3 gives him the lead. Kyle, would you like A, C, or D?
Let's go with C.
Okay. Going with C.
Something tells me there's a boss right now going, is anyone seen Kyle?
Like in a broom closet or something. All right.
Trying to win movie tickets.
See, it is. Nick said, my son wants to be just like the guy down the street. Unfortunately, the guy down the street is a blank. Think about it. Write down your answer. Nick said, my son wants to be just like the guy down the street. Unfortunately, the guy down the street is a blank. Have you seen the new Mission Impossible movie yet, BB Shea?
No, I haven't.
But you're a fan of the...
I love the series,
Yeah.
but I just haven't made it to the theaters yet.
Yeah. I knew you were. I knew you told me you were a big fan. Do you... And it still did well at the box office again this weekend. And that Lilo and Stitch did very, very well. Again. Nick said, my son wants to be just like the guy down the street. Unfortunately, the guy down the street is a blank. Is everybody in? Had your marker ready? Okay. Kyle, need 2 to tie, 3 to take the lead. What do you say?
I'm going to say a drug dealer.
Drug dealer. Nick said, my son wants to be just like the guy down the street. Unfortunately, the guy down the street is a drug dealer. Biggie.
Drug dealer.
Ooh. Wow.
What in the world? That is a great one. You got that one too, Biggie. Good job. Kristen?
I might need a judge's ruling. Meth cooker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's drugs.
Oh,
It's las drogas.
the cook and the dealer,
They're different.
That's 2 different businesses.
Different. Have you seen Breaking Bad?
I have.
Yeah.
Walter White didn't sell.
I have. No, he didn't.
Okay, maybe he's right.
Okay.
If we'd graduated from DARE, we'd know.
Did you all do the DARE program?
No.
No.
Then I'm not going to speak anymore. The DARE. I'm not going to say anything more about the DARE program. If you saw someone in a DARE T-shirt smoking a marijuana cigarette, ironically,
Your reaction?
reaction would be what?
This sounds about right. I don't know.
Baby Shea.
Sounds like a guy I want to hang out with.
No. You're not supposed to do that. Red Rachel.
I said a stripper.
A stripper. Need drug dealer, BB Shea.
I said a petter ass.
A petter ass. He's that petter ass down the street. Jeez, sorry, Kyle.
8-year-olds, dude.
We outruled you. Sorry, overruled that get. So 2-1, and Kyle, we have to say goodbye to Kyle. We go to Noah next, and Noah can have A or D here. Again, 2 to tie, 3 takes the lead. Noah, would you like A or D?
Take A.
A it is. All right, listen closely. Everybody write down the best answer to this. Popeye ate so much spinach, his blank turned green. Think about that and write down the answer. Do you all know Popeye?
I do.
Yes.
Good.
Did you see the story that broke about that over the weekend? Remember the movie with Robin Williams?
Oh, yeah.
I've never seen the whole thing, but apparently one of the producers at the time said that of all the movies he's ever been to, and this person, you'd know his name if you really followed the movie biz, said it was the most coked up set he'd ever seen in his life.
Popeye.
Popeye.
Well, Robin Williams. And then Olive Oil was she was in The Shining, right?
Shelley Duvall.
Shelley Duvall.
And I can't remember who Bluto, the bad guy, was.
I can't either. I never saw it.
But they said it was the most coked up set he'd ever seen.
It would seem like a not a very good movie. I saw...
Oh, it looked awful.
Yeah. I saw bits of it on HBO. This is years and years ago. And it looked terrible. Yeah. I'm not surprised to hear that, unfortunately for Robin Williams. Popeye ate so much spinach that his blank turned green. Right? Noah, you're thinking about that. Everybody's writing down their answers. Again, 2 ties it, and 3 gives you the lead. Everybody in? Yep. Okay. Back over to you, Noah. Popeye ate so much spinach that his blank turned green. What do you say?
I'm going to go with arms.
His arms turned green. Biggie.
Well, I don't know. I said muscles.
I call it. I say it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I see it.
His muscles. Yeah, that's what he always.
Yeah.
Dang.
All right, Chris Demm, that's one.
Is it pee?
His pee turned green. Red Rachel.
His hair.
His hair turned green. Need to see his arms, maybe Shea?
I said his hog.
His hog. I wondered if you might.
Yeah, I did.
I thought you might. Okay. His hog does not get us there. And Noah, we have to say goodbye to you, although you had a good answer. And Biggie is just on fire in there. Look at you.
Yeah.
That's one
Rested.
day. He's
72 hours rest.
One day without an illness. That's right. Danny,
Extra long weekends. That's the answer.
that's 3-day weekends in a row.
Oh, yeah.
Don't make it a habit.
Trust me, he's counting.
Oh, I know.
Okay, that means that Danny is the only person standing between Scotty and the win. Danny, there's one left for you. Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay, here we go. Listen closely. Harry said to Bill, "What's green and scaly and 10 feet tall?" Bill said, "I don't know." Harry said, "I don't know either, but it's blanking your wife." Think about that. Write down the answer. Harry said to Bill, "What's green and scaly and 10 feet tall?" Bill said, "I don't know." Harry said, "I don't know either, but it's blanking your wife." Think about it. Write down the answer. Danny, you need 2 to tie and 3 to win. It's been an interesting game.
Could this have come from the original game?
It was from the original game. Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
Pretty out there.
Harry said to Bill, "What's green and scaly and 10 feet tall?" Bill said, "I don't know." Harry said, "I don't know either, but it's blanking your wife." Everybody in. Okay. We go to you, Danny. Fill in that blank. Get at least 2 to tie. What do you say?
Wow. Dinosaur.
Oh, dear.
Boy, you really messed that up.
Well, all right. BB Shea, Rachel, thank you for coming in.
Yeah.
We'll do it again tomorrow this time. Maybe we'll have pens for everybody.
Biggie.
Eating.
That's a great answer. That's what I was thinking. Chris Demm.
I thought eating, but I wrote stooping.
Stooping. Stooping, eating, definitely the way to go. Red Rachel.
I wrote kissing.
Kissing. All of these are good answers. BB Shea.
I wrote dinosaur.
You wrote, what? Wow.
I wrote eating.
Eating. Man, I'm sorry. It's possibly misunderstood the
Yes.
question.
Yes.
Wow. Scotty wins. I bet Scotty was so happy when he heard the word dinosaur come out of his mouth. We'll see you back in tomorrow. Oh, yeah. BB Shea, we have a long pants only policy in this room.
I will not be here
Now.
If you don't mind. Thank you all very much.